bad news for Leo. Needs to keep them up through 2 wizard towers now, Eric.
Oh, but the healers did not go to waste there. They're going to transfer back over to the Warden, who's on ground, so we can actually receive them. But the balloons are wrapping around the single. The single claimed the queen.
Oh,
now it's going to claim the
Afraid our aim is out of sight. Wanna see ya.
Jasmac is in, and we have Stefan trying to defend now. We have another Skelly Donut, it looks like. There is no... Oh, we see a lot of Skelly Donuts now. We see a lot of Skelly Donuts. I feel like right now, on a competitive level, Skelly Donut might be the most used. I guess we will see on Twitter in a couple of days where people are going to like track down the strategies and everything. But wait a second. Wait a sec. That's always the issue. That's always the issue. If you play a strategy like this, and there's a queen and a royal champion next to this clan castle, as soon as they're getting only the chance of attacking one of those skeletons once, this means those, skeletons are going to then fight back versus those heroes are going to leave the invisibility spell, and exactly that happened. And, well, with that being said, all of the skeletons leaving that invisibility, all of them going down in between 2 multi-inferno towers, and the scatter shots covering everything as well. Like, big issue right there for Jasmac. So far, both teams are struggling quite a bit to get those first 3 stars in. And we have to wait. Can we still have the first team pulling ahead? We know what is on the line. Whoever is going to win this is going to get to the next stage of this tournament, and is having the chance of getting the golden ticket, which means it's getting you the golden ticket into the $1 million prize pool tournament. There's the tornado trap. If he has the right clan castle, that should be no issue. But does he have the right clan castle? It should work. Yeah, no problem. That tunnel is going to go down. Nice loon. Trigger the poison tower early on. Now we have a Lalo. But the Lalo is going to go against a couple of sweepers as well. It's not going to be easy at all. Headhunters are in, trying to take down the defending heroes. It's they took down at least the queen. They took down at least the queen. That's already nice. But still, the Lalo's getting quite far considering how the opening went. Another freeze for the scatter shot. Nicely timed. We have mainly those ground expos around the bottom side, which are not that helpful to take down a Lalo attack, but just the sweepers, those tests and everything, they are going to stay alive, and this means that this base is going to give another defense to Inquisition. Are we going to see the first 3-star now from Inquisition to pull ahead, or is it going to be still a neck and neck match? I mean, so far it's just so close. It's just so close. Small things are always like not going to plan for those players, and this means we have the Warden trying to take down some more buildings, but it's going to be again around the 80% mark, around this 80% 2-star attack, which we have seen now quite some time for those 2 teams. And this means Inquisition is next. Can they 3-star? Jasmac is in, and they need that 3-star now. Not only to tie the stars, but as well to stay close on percentage. And we have our next... Oh, what is... Okay, we have... What? So... We have a Lalo without hounds, but instead we have Dragon Riders. What is happened? Okay, I'm all for this. I'm all in for this. Let's go. Let's go. What is he going to do? So, we have the blimp now selected. He just switched that siege machine to a blimp. We have the queen around the top side. No wall breakers left, so he's not going to go for that multi-inferno tower. I would have guessed that he would try to go for that based on how he funneled and everything. Maybe he's going to... Is he going to blimp that now then? Let's see, let's see. It was a big investment as well for that monolith in the beginning. Royal Gym is pushing in, but remember, we are going to have the clan castle hopping over in just a second. Now we have the blimp for the town hall. He is trying to make good use of the fact that we have a lot of ground expos on this base. I mean, we know ground expos are just so much better because heroes are just so strong in the hands of pros. So you somehow have to defend the heroes. But with taking it down surgically, all of those important air defenses, I don't know, with air targeting defenses, not air defenses specifically, like what he does with that is that he that looks so wild. It's like is this going to be like a surgical loon into a Dragon Rider dive into the core? Because there is just there's the black mine. Oh, he nicely blocked that. That's good. And he's going to block the red mines. There is a rage for the Dragon Riders. Headhunters are going in as well, but they're going down, which means he has one Headhunter left. Can he take on the multi-inferno tower? Yes, he can, but there's the back-end Tessa farm. Oh, no. This might be a problem. Now the surgical loons, because remember, there is no hounds in this strategy. There is no hounds in this army. Oh, the scatter shot once. The scatter got one shot out. There's another freeze. The Royal Champion. The Owl. The Owl. Can she take down the Royal Champ? There's the ground skeleton. But the defending Royal Champ is going down. Is this going to be enough loons? I don't think so. The plan was amazing. The idea was really, really cool. But this last defense with those couple of archer towers, or like with the archer tower and the Tesla, because there's not much left. But it was an amazing plan. You have to give him that. But the defense of Inquisition is getting them so crazy. Remember, on Tunnel 15, base builders have such a big impact on those matches. Base builders are having such a big impact. And on Tunnel 15, in this cup so far, we had a couple of teams with like an average of around 10% hit rate against them. This means 1 out of 10 attacks maybe were a 3-star against them, which is incredible. This would have been never a thing on Tunnel 14. On Tunnel 15's, ChessMac was the best offensive team so far, and they are struggling.
Well, we'll see, but right now,
that's not an answer. We'll see.
We were into the attacker, Woody. Leo's in. If Clash Champs is able to triple again, then it'll force the Inquisition side to once again put it at 91%. We're in the same situation that we were after the initial exchange, and the same conditions to be able to tie it back up here. So Clash Champs trailing needs to keep the pressure on as they make their way in. It's going to be Leo charging at this multi-inferno here. He's got skeleton spells, he's got plenty of freezes and invisibilities and lots of rage here. A lot of things that he can use to support Lalo, but I want to point out that he does not have any haste on his bar here, so going to rely heavily on the kill squad, and he's investing heavy into that with the Warden and the log launcher. Electro Titans, King, and Road Champion. Everybody piling in on that left side of the base to try to clear out as much as they can, and that means with no Warden support for the Lalo and no siege machines to go in there as a backup, he has to secure the town hall with the Queen charge, and the Queen just lost the healer to a black air bomb. He's getting control of her. She'll start to make her way in, but this next wall break is critical, and here it comes, Winnie.
Here it comes, tosses the shield off, gets a lot of damage into that scatter shot. Good news there. As we pass 50%, the Tesla farm in the top left corner is going to pop up, and that might be a little bit of a surprise for Liu, who has got still some heroes that are trying to pivot up in that top compartment. Meanwhile, the Queen along the bottom side does get the Town Hall down. The second star is claimed, and he's going to rotate that Grand Warden into the balloons and this Lava Hound set up for the Lalo in the top corner. Ooh, big black bomb is going to explode in that Lava Hound's face, and Pups are going to come out trying to distract that air defense for a little bit longer, keep that fire off of those balloons if he can. He's actually going to drop the freeze out, committing a lot to try to keep it safe, but the scatter shot fortunately has been distracted by that Queen, and that's going to keep those balloons up in the air a little bit longer. Leo is forced to pop that Queen ability, and so a shot from the scatter does go onto those balloons. Ooh, lots of big splash damage, but they will survive a little bit longer. Queen's getting burnt to a crisp by that single target Inferno. Bad news for Leo. Needs to keep them up through 2 wizard towers now, Eric.
Oh, but the healers did not go to waste there. They're going to transfer back over to the Warden, who's on ground, so we can actually receive them. But the balloons are wrapping around the single. The single claimed the Queen.
No,
now it's going to claim the ground is solid enough, and he'll swarm into the area. But this single Inferno is looking like it's going to be holding the line there. Now has traps going off, and everything starts to fall out of the sky here. And Leo That is rough there, especially when your team is trailing. Now they are definitely going to need a big defense. And I mean, I'd love to see the excitement out of Inquisition pick up that triple, because that was or picking up that defense, I mean, because that is a huge hold here. And that is 2 holds that are all the way up into the 90s, 95% for this one. But a hold is a hold. And oh no, there's Electro Titans in the back there going to waste.